Saturday, and we've come down to the plot to assess the damage from Storm Lillian, which we got basically in the early hours of yesterday morning, Friday morning. The winds were quite horrendous for August, far higher than we'd expect. So in here I'll just put a few little explainers from my weather station of just how bad Storm Lillian was in terms that it occurred in August. I'll put some video in here of the pictures we took in Rothwell Park last night when we took Ruby for a walk. It shows the damage caused to some of the trees in the park by the winds on Friday morning. This chart shows the high wind gust speeds on Friday morning. The highest was about 35 miles an hour around 7 o'clock, and there were a few more around that time into the high 20s. This was the worst damage we could find in the park. This is one of the big lime trees that had the top snapped out of it. These are the highest gust speeds recorded by my weather station since 2010 for the month of August. On Friday that speed was 35 miles an hour. The previous highest over the last 15 years had been 27. No wonder then that there'd been a fair amount of damage in the park. Now let's get back to having a look around the allotment and see what damage was done there. So Sweet Pea and Dahlias down here have done alright, stood up to it quite well. And I thought they took the brunt of it yesterday, but they're not so bad. So we'll go down and see what else it managed to do. Peas have managed to survive. It's just starting to rain. One thing we didn't get was a lot of rain. The onions, I wondered if those covers would survive. They have. It's loosened all the netting though. All this netting's come away. It's blown the netting out. The pins have come out of the ground. And the signs of how dry it is in there. You can see just how the ground is beginning to crack. Netting's been blown off those onions altogether. Sweet corn at this side has certainly taken a battering. But other than that, this side doesn't look too bad, so we'll head over now to the other side of the plot, see if I can get round. All the weather's not too bad. Don't think I'm going to do much this afternoon. I think we'll just pack in this sweet corn. Looks as though it's survived okay. Greenhouse has survived intact. Sweet corn, well, It's been battered. Don't know whether it'll stand up and recover, given some water and recover, but it's certainly battered its way into there. That looks like a bit of a write-off for most of that sweet corn. Stayed on these carrots. I can see from here that the dahlias have been battered. Don't know whether they'll recover. I think the netting on this is probably very loose now, although that won't hurt. Right, it's still fastened down, it's still held in place over these carrots, so that's good news. And then this sweet corn, this has taken a battering as well. I guess all we can now, wonder if they're ready. Don't know whether they'll be ready or not. Don't think they will be. Don't look quite right to me. So, fair amount of damage from that storm.